The following is a Galactic Network podcast. For more, go to gncast.com. That's GNCASTS.com.
What's happened?
Change, my dear. And it seems not a moment too soon.
Hello and welcome to Who Knew and Review. Now, was planning to take a break. I was emotional and tired after the roller coaster that was Series 10. And I was thinking, well, we're not going to have a great deal of news. I mean, yeah, sure, we've got the Christmas episode coming up. And then, oh my, BBC, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Change, my dear.
Change, my dear, and not a moment too soon. Well, I thought I'd better record something then. Now, I haven't really got much planned. I mean, I had been watching the cricket and I'd been enjoying a bit of the tennis and, the weather has been blissful. And then what happens? Well, that's right, they only go and announce the 13th Doctor. And they've announced the 13th Doctor, and let me tell you, the internet is rife. I'm not here to tell you what's right or wrong. However, Jodie Whittaker, that is who is going to be the 13th, is absolutely right. I'm telling you that now. Okay, so I will tell you what is right and wrong. What is right before I get into the... In fact, let me read the press releases first. And then we'll have a little reaction from our head honcho, Mr. Dave Nelson. And then, because I was on the Else Nerds recently, I did get Gregor to record something. Now, bearing in mind, I'm recording this a few hours after they've announced it, so big up thanks to Dave and Gregor for recording something. It's not often I have guests on this show, is it? No, it's not. Anyway, so these are. We'll get back to my opinion, and boy, have I got an opinion shortly. But first of all, this is what the BBC put out. Jodie Whittaker has been announced as Doctor Who's 13th Time Lord, the first woman to get the role. She was revealed in a trailer that was broadcast on BBC One at the end of the Wimbledon men's single final. The Broadchurch star succeeds Peter Capaldi, who took the role in 2013 and leaves in this year's Christmas special. Whittaker, 35, said, "It was more than an honour to become the Doctor." She'll make her debut on the Sci-Fi show when the Doctor regenerates in the Christmas Day show. The Huddersfield-born star had become a late favourite to become the Doctor. There will be a familiar face for her on set. Doctor Who's new showrunner, of course, is Broadchurch creator Chris Chibnall. She said, "I'm beyond excited to begin this epic journey with Chris and with every Whovian on the planet. It's more than an honour to play the Doctor. It means remembering everyone I used to be while stepping forward to embrace everything the Doctor stands for, I hope. I can't wait. Number one choice." That's what Chris Chibnall said of the 13th Doctor. He said, "I always knew I wanted the 13th Doctor to be a woman, and I'm thrilled to have secured our number one choice. Her audition for the Doctor simply blew us away. Jodie is in demand, funny, inspiring, super smart, force of nature that will bring loads of wit, strength and warmth to the role. The 13th Doctor is on her way." Peter Capaldi has said that he wanted to see a woman replace him in the TARDIS. As we know, Peter will bow out this year's Christmas special, featuring David Bradley as the first Doctor. So he's going to be 3 Doctors. I know, sort of. He said, "Anyone who's seen Jodie Whittaker's work will know that she's a wonderful actress of great individuality and charm. She has, above all, a huge heart to play this most special part. She's going to be a fantastic Doctor." Whittaker starred as Beth Latimer in the 3 series of the ITV crime drama Broadchurch as the mother of a murdered boy. As well as TV work, Whittaker has appeared on the big screen in One Day, Attack the Block and Centrinians. The trailer itself, if you haven't seen it, and there will be links in the show notes, shows a hooded figure walking through the woods with birdsong and breath the only sounds heard. An empty palm is pictured on which a key appeared before Whittaker's face was glimpsed. Viewers then saw her take off the hood, smile, and walk towards the TARDIS. I gave a cheer when it was Whittaker. An absolute cheer. I was over the moon. I think this is one of the bravest things that the BBC has done, and I applaud it like no other. This is not stunt casting. This is not doing it just because. I truly think she will be fantastic. If you haven't seen her in anything, start with Attack the Block and build your way up to Broadchurch. Honestly, you will not be disappointed at all. So, we'll have a little advert, then we'll have Dave's reaction, okay? So I'll be back in a moment.
Do you believe that there's intelligent life somewhere out there? That maybe extraterrestrial beings have already visited the Earth? Are you a fan of movies or TV shows like Star Trek or Alien? If you answered yes to any of those questions, then you may also like the Alien Invasion podcast. On every episode, we talk about the latest ET-related news, report on a recent sighting, and make some alien-themed entertainment picks. Subscribe, download, and listen from where you get podcasts. Or by going to gncasts.com/aliens. That's GNCASTS.com/aliens.
Hello, Darryl. This is Dave, your president, head honcho of the Galactic Network. And I heard you wanted some reaction to the casting of our first female Doctor, the 13th Doctor in the next series of Doctor Who. And all I have to say is, it's about damn time. This is the best news I've ever heard anybody ever say. Wow. I'm speechless. I actually yelled out loud watching the little teaser this morning, and actually my wife was doing the same thing at the very same time, and we didn't even plan it. I came out of the door, she saw me, we're like, oh my god! So, yeah, great news. It's just too bad that we have to wait a whole year for her to take over the TARDIS. Keep up the good work with Who Knew and Reviews. Thanks for listening, everybody, to the Galactic Network. You guys are awesome. Doctor Who!
Hello, Who News and Reviews. This is Gregor from the Else Nerds. Now, Darryl asked for reactions to the news of Jodie Whittaker becoming the 13th Doctor. And I have to say, I am excited. This hits everything that the previous Doctors, in my opinion, have been for American audiences. Virtually unknowns. Jodie Whittaker, I don't know if Darryl has covered this, but Americans might know her from Attack the Block, Broadchurch, which she was phenomenal in both of those, as well as the 2011 episode of Black Mirror titled The History of You. And this is a super smart move on Chris Chibnall's part. Again, we're recording these all separate, but I don't know who's going to have, or if anyone else is going to mention this, but because she's coming from Broadchurch, from which Chris Chibnall was the creator, writer, executive producer of, he now has someone who he knows how she works. And he is no stranger to people who have been on Doctor Who. Because you look at Arthur Darvill and David Tennant, both of them were on Doctor Who. And actually, I am blanking on the name of the actor, but he was in the first series of Broadchurch, and he was also in Harry Potter, but he's playing the first Doctor for the Christmas special. I look at this as, like, yes, okay, it's great. She's the first female doctor, but I don't see this playing a part in the show. I think they will hit at it at first, possibly with her doing the whole "still not ginger," and then realizing her voice doesn't sound so deep and stuff, and then she realizes I'm a woman or whatever. But I look at this as, and David Bradley is the guy I'm thinking of who was going to be playing the William Hartnell's first Doctor. Well, I look at this as this is going to be a fresh start. This is what we said when Darryl was on the Else Nerds. This is going to be a perfect time for someone to get into Doctor Who, and it's going to be even more because I would love to see people go, my first Doctor was a woman. Well, I'll be talking about this on the Else Nerds show, so you can tune in there to hear more of my opinions and probably the opinions of my co-hosts and guests. And Darryl, back to you.
Oh, thank you very much, Gregor. I will come back to you on the things you've said in just a moment, once I explain how you can become a partner of the Galactic Network. If you enjoy sci-fi, aliens, horror films, Doctor Who, gaming, comic books, the paranormal, weird things and more, then please consider becoming a partner with us by going to gncasts.com/support and then clicking on the Patreon link. We feel that you're not just a listener, a viewer, a reader or a follower. When supporting us, you're investing with your hard-earned cash. So we consider you a partner. Hey, we're in this together. Become a Partner Plus and get your name mentioned on our shows, or Partner Pro and have us read your messages, whatever they may be. Again, go to gncasts.com/support and click on the Patreon link to become a partner with the Galactic Network. Okay, first of all, I'd like to say big thanks to Dave Nelson and also to Gregor from the Else Nerds. Now, I did say when I appeared on the Else Nerds that no matter what I say, it's going to be the opposite. And I really did think it was going to be Chris Marshall. I really did. Everyone knows this. Everyone who knows me knows this. However, it's not. And you know what? I back up absolutely everything that Gregor had just said. The programme is about change. And change can be quite dramatic. I remember when I was a child and Tom Baker regenerated into Davidson, I cried. I could not handle my favourite Doctor changing. And then a few years later he went and did it again and he changed into, well, we've heard from him at the start of the show, he changed into Colin Baker, and I was, how can you do that? And then just when I was getting used to this really grumpy, crotchety Doctor, he turned into bloody Sylvester McCoy. Change is about, well, change happens. It happens for all manner of reasons. It can happen in real life. Something could happen to you. You could change. Your family could change. Anything can change. And when it happens in real life, it's kind of important. But when it happens on a TV show, don't poo-poo it and say, this is just the BBC playing to the political correctness brigade, and we have enough of this. Well, you know what? Doctor Who isn't bloody UKIP. So take your opinions like that, and great. If you think this change is too dramatic for you, do not watch the show. I think they've probably factored that in, that not everyone is going to be au fait with this change. And you know what? That's okay. You don't have to like it. But I like to think a large amount of the Doctor Who fans understand the need for change in a show. And I like to think that we're all smart enough. If you look at my Twitter feed, I've been doing a lot of retweets today. Imagine that. And there's a clip of I think she's a 5-year-old girl watching the announcement, and she's got a face that looks like I really don't want the Doctor to change. And Peter Capaldi this season has knocked it out of the park. Who would want it to change? And you can see it building up, and she's got this scowl on her face as if to say, I don't want to change. And then Jodie takes down her hood, and the look on her face, that is the magic of Doctor Who. She is so happy. And you know what? I've got 3 kids. I don't talk about them on the show, although I think 1 or 2 of them may have appeared on the show. And I showed my 9-year-old son. 9-year-old son, and he said, well, it's about time, isn't it? About time? After 54 years of doing the show, about time? You better believe it's about time. This is absolutely splendid. When you have a character that as magical as Doctor Who, then it doesn't matter. What matters is the quality of the stories and the quality of the acting. And boy, Chibnall's already proven that he can write stories and season arcs, and Jodie's already proven that by heck she can act. So any of the, and I'm not, Who Knew in Review is a family podcast. I don't normally call people out, I don't normally cuss or swear, and I'm not going to swear, but you know what, hey, internet man babies, yeah, if you can't handle this, then maybe there's a lot of other things that you can't handle. Yeah, don't get in the comment section all tippity tappity. Oh, I can't believe this. The show is ruined. Oh, no. Because do you know what? No one cares about your ill-guided opinion. My daughter's going to be 4, maybe even 5 when Jodie hits the screen. So she'll be watching the show with me. How exciting for her! It's going to be her first Doctor. That's fantastic. Be back in a moment. So, anyone who's got an opinion goes, oh, the woman can't be a doctor. Well, do you know what? They said a woman couldn't be a pilot. They said a woman couldn't be a heart surgeon. They said a woman couldn't be a fire officer, a police officer, couldn't run a country. You know what? They say women can't do a lot of things. But the fact of the matter is, they can. Women are more than capable, have been more than capable for tens of thousands of years. And if your view is women aren't capable, then really, it's you that needs to change. Really, grow a little. It's really good for you. This is some of the best news that the BBC have rolled out in some time. A show that is prepared to take risks, to move forward, without an agenda. There is no agenda behind this. All it is showing that there are other ways of doing things. I agree with Dave that I don't want to have to wait a year. I don't want to have to wait a year for this. Now, one of my favourite tweets that I have retweeted is from the Twitter handler Sawbone Hex. Now, those of you who are Doctor Who fans already know who that is, because that is the great Colin Baker. And he tweeted, and Colin, I absolutely love you for this. He tweeted, she is the Doctor, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. He tweeted his own lines in support of Jodie. Now, she's going to be universally welcomed by all the Doctors, all the existing Doctors. She is going to be fantastic. I was going to read some of the questions she'd been asked because she'd done 13 questions, and do you know what? I don't need to. I'm just going to pop a link in the show notes, because by golly, yeah, I think everyone is really into this idea, and the ones who aren't, like I say, they're internet man babies that need to grow up. I know that Anessa Moyens from the Alien Invasion podcast has been Facebooking and tweeting positive things about this. I know she's quite excited. I know Brad Ludwig from Alien Invasion and Adventure Party. I know that he is equally excited about this. I really hope you are too. Of course, needless to say, when I'm going to go back on holiday, but when I finally come back towards the end of August, maybe even sooner, depending on what news there are, I'm sure I'll have lots of things to say about this. There may even be a few of my podcast chums who are also going to contribute, like Dave and Gregor has, and I hope they do. It's been nice having other people's voices, hasn't it? Anyway, I've probably rambled enough, but as you can probably tell, I'm quite passionate about this. I'm quite excited about this. I never thought the BBC would be brave enough to do it, and boy, have they. And that is why the BBC is probably the best broadcasting network in the world. But that's all for this special Who Knew and review. Thank you very much for listening. Just remember, if you want to be a partner, go to gncasts.com and support us. $1 a month. You pay $1 a month, and what's that? It's about 80 pence a month. Yeah, you get mentions from me. I'll even let you record a little bit just so you can introduce yourself to people. Oh, how about that for an idea, Dave? Introduce yourself to people. That goes out to our current patrons and our new patrons. Let's show that we're all in this together. Anyway, that really is it for me, because I now need to upload this onto the internet so you can then listen to it. Unless you've got a time machine, and that way you can travel forward in time to listen to it, but you would know that I was going to say that, so I don't know. It's time travel, isn't it? Ladies and gentlemen, the TARDIS is not going to be full of bras, it's not going to be full of moody women, it's not going to be anything like that. It's going to be magic, and we're all invited for the ride. Many thanks for downloading this podcast from the Galactic Network. We have so much to offer. Maybe it's horror or adventure gaming. Perhaps you just like to listen to a couple of nerds geeking out. Well, if that's the case, then visit gncasts.com. That's gncasts.com, and have a good poke around. You'll be surprised what you find. Maybe you'd like to chat to the hosts. If so, then why not sign up to our Slack channel? Or simply you want to tell us what a great job we're doing. That's gncasts.com.
This has been a Galactic Network podcast. For more, go to gncasts.com. That's gncasts.com.